to the Fit Marriage Show, the #1 straight talk fitness show for busy folks. I'm Tony DeLorenzo, and today I am bringing you Laura London from lauralondonfitness.com. Laura is a national level figure competitor, a fitness model, an author, a trainer, and most of all, she is a wife of 19 years. She is a mom of 3 kids. She is busy just like you and me, and she looks hot. So, without further ado, let's jump in this interview with Laura. Laura, thank you for joining me on the Fit Marriage Show. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm glad to have you. I just want to tell folks a little bit about how we met. Laura's another person who is on Twitter, and she met me through there. She hit me up through there and sent me an email. So again, for those of you who use Twitter or Facebook, you get a hold of me. I always check out who you are. I love to see what you guys are doing. So enough about that. Let's start talking about Laura. Laura, the cool thing about you that I found was your story. And in your email, what really piqued my interest is you said, I'm a 44-year-old mom, 3 kids, I was frumpy, and now I'm fit. And more importantly, you do fitness competitions.
Yes.
So let's start where you are now, and then we'll go back to where you were, but I want people to know where you are now.
Okay. Well, what I can tell you is this past year has been, I call it my most amazing year ever in my life. Actually, current up to date, I'm leaving on Thursday to compete in the Arnold in Ohio.
Nice.
So that is, amazing with all those fabulous people. I'm really excited to be doing that. But in this last year, I have started my own website. I competed 7 times last year. I'm at the national level. I've been published. I'm an internationally published fitness model now. I've got some of my Planet Muscle here.
Yeah.
I'm a big YouTuber. I YouTube everything. I'm making some exercise DVDs. I have a healthy eating recipe CD coming out. It's just been nonstop, and I want to share with everyone that, your 40s are not the end. It's just a new beginning.
Right, and you're 44. How long have you been married?
19 years.
19 years, wow, okay. And you have 3 kids?
I have 3 children, 17, 13, and 11, and one of them also has high-functioning autism, so that's another, thing in there to
throw into the loop.
Exactly.
Wow, okay, so you're busy.
I'm busy.
And over this last year, obviously, you've really ramped it up. If you're doing the website, fitness model, doing the competitions. Can you tell us, what is the Arnold?
The Arnold is the Arnold Schwarzenegger, because that's his show. It is a huge, huge show in a convention center down in Ohio. And they have fitness competitors, figure competitors, bodybuilding. They have amateur level, the professional level, and every supplement company and fitness company will be there. I think they expect like 170,000 people. It's
wow.
Big time, really, really big.
Oh, wow. So that's really cool. So it's a 4 or 5 day event?
I think it starts on Thursday and goes through Sunday, and people come from all over the world for this.
Nice. And what category are you competing in?
I am competing in Masters figure. That's 35 and older. So actually I'm 10 years older than a lot of them. But
that's all right.
That's right.
Nice. All right. So that's where you are now. And that's cool. I mean, I think many folks can look at you and go, and you guys can check out Laura's website, lauralondonfitness.com, and you can see these pictures and you will go, wow. Because when I came to this site, I'm looking at it going, gosh, for 44, you're smoking hot. So, but that's now. So let's go back and let's sort of dissect where you started. When did you start working out? You've been married 19 years, so was it right at the beginning, and then you've gone up through highs and lows? You tell the story.
You know what? I had never actually played a sport or worked out in my entire life until I was in my 30s. My brother was a hemophiliac growing up, so I call myself sports illiterate. I mean, nothing, nothing. So I think I was grocery shopping one day, and I don't remember, it was after my third child, and I saw this magazine with a whole bunch of before and after transformations in it. And I'm like, wow, that is so cool. I said, I'm going to do this. You know, and I had all the mommy weight on and everything. And I followed this program to a T for 3 months. I went to the gym with my shirt down to my knees. Slowly it started coming off. I tracked everything that I ate. I just was so into it. Like I had never been into fitness before. And I noticed someone at my gym who was a personal trainer, and I also had seen her in Oxygen magazine. She kind of took me under her wing and helped me start getting into figure competitions. That was 10 years ago.
Wow.
3 kids, you know, the kids, the life got in the way, and I totally fell out of it. Put on, you know, close to 20 pounds, and I was just miserable. Fat, when I hit my 40s, where I never had it before. My hormones were out of control. I was addicted, I say, to sugar.
Yeah.
And I was doing Weight Watchers online. I didn't tell people because I was embarrassed. I had been in such great shape like 10 years ago. And then here I was starting to buy pants with elastic and everything. Yeah. And I said, you know what? That's it. I said, I took out everything that was processed. I just cleaned up my diet. I went back to what I knew. And the changes in my body were amazing, and I just haven't looked back in the past year and a half. It's just been riding the wave, I call it. I couldn't even imagine if someone told me a year and a half ago that I'd be doing a Skype interview. You know, being in a magazine, I would have said, no way, me? I'm just little mom.
Yeah. So 10 years ago when you started, you went through that 3-month program. How long did you stay fit at that point in time?
I probably was fit for about a good 2 years.
Okay.
2 years. And, you know, I did it the first time, I say, the unhealthy way.
Okay.
When I would diet for a competition, it was very unhealthy, not eating a lot, getting very, very thin. Now, everything I eat is natural, whole, good food. My body doesn't break down after a competition. I keep on going. I can stay in this shape forever now because now I've really mastered clean eating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really taken out the processed junk.
Yes. Yeah, and your body knows what to do with real food.
Nice. Now, I read somewhere, too, that you sustained an injury.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you explain how that occurred and how that demotivated you?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I injured my back. Just I think it was from honestly a trainer who pushed me a little bit harder than I should have been pushed, and I had a bulging disc in my back, which was I had neuropathy going down my legs. I was having a hard time walking, tingling in my hands. So I had to just totally stop exercising, and that's when all the weight came on. I had also, you know, lost my father and brother in those years, so it was a lot of emotional things happening, and I just totally fell out of fitness. And then when I decided to get back in, I had to start just by walking outside with my girlfriend. And then when I finally was brave enough to go back to the gym, because I was so scared to injure myself again, I started, you know, with the tiny weights, and it's just progressed, and I've been very smart and, you know, just watch everything that I do. If something even remotely is uncomfortable, I stop.
So you've gone through this injury. What got you motivated again? Because I know for myself and for others, I mean, we get in these little slumps. I mean, even the flu that can wipe you out for a week. Your energy is gone. Obviously, yours was longer than a week or a month.
Yeah.
What?
Years.
Yeah, years. So, What motivated you again to get moving?
You know what it was? I saw my friends around me getting in shape. I was on Facebook and they were having great time at this new gym that opened. And I'm like, wow, they're doing this and I'm not. So that kind of got me motivated to get back into it. And I remember that day I went and I signed up with the trainer and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. And he just kind of looked at me like, and he didn't know what was coming after that because once I make up my mind, whoosh, that's it. So it's
That is cool. Now, your husband, what sort of supportive role has he played in all this through the last 10 years? I mean, obviously he's seen you go from frumpy mom, 3 kids. I mean, all of us who are dads have seen our wives get pregnant. They go through this stage. You got fit. You're in fitness competitions. You're probably looking great. He's thinking, wow. And then you fall off. You get your injuries. So what's his play in all of this?
You know what? He is my number one best supporter and my biggest fan. He's always been there behind me. You know, whatever I want to do, he's always encouraged me, whatever it is. You know, I went away for 10 days on a raw food retreat. He was like, go for it. So he's always been that backbone and support for me. He helps me with my meal plans. He even won a challenge and lost 30 pounds on a 90-day challenge. So I was very proud of him. So we work together and help each other out. Couldn't do it without each other.
That's cool. That's really cool. I want to talk about a little bit on nutrition because we've already hit on it. And obviously with busy families, you got 3 kids, different ages, people are doing different things. How do you guys work that out in your household? You don't have to go super specific, but I think dinner is a big one for most folks.
Yeah.
I know breakfast, lunch, obviously, but how do you guys make that happen in your household, especially with you training for fitness competitions? You have a specific meal plan. How do you make it all work in your household?
Yeah, it's a little challenging. I have one who's a vegetarian, one who doesn't eat any vegetables, and one who pretty much will eat whatever I put there. So I try to I barbecue a lot because that's really easy grilling. So I'll make chicken, you know, a baked potato for my daughter, a salad. So there's chicken for someone, a baked potato, salad. Just trying to really plan out so I'm not making so many different meals, but it's always interesting dinner time. But you know, I'm trying to think. Planning is key, definitely, because if you just fly by the seat of your pants and go, oh my gosh, dinner, you're just going to be ordering pizza. So it really takes a lot of planning.
Now, do you guys, for yourself, I mean, do you do it at the beginning of the month? Obviously, when you're setting up your fitness competitions, are you a month ahead or are you like a week ahead when you're looking at your plan?
Pretty much a week ahead, and I eat mainly the same staple foods: chicken, sweet potato, broccoli, oatmeal. So for me, it's honestly very easy. I throw a piece of chicken on the George Foreman, steam a vegetable, half a sweet potato, and I'm good to go. I'm not hard. It's the kids who are like, Mom, chicken again.
Yeah.
I try to alternate chicken, steak, maybe a pasta night, so they don't feel like they're deprived.
Now, for you, being in fitness competitions, I know you've done 7 of them last year, but eating healthy is just a way of life for you. So how is your week broken down? I mean, are you doing sort of 6 days I'm eating really healthy, and then you have that 7th day where you do a cheat day, or are you just sort of there's 7 days in a week, I just eat healthy all week long, and then I just have one cheat food a day? How do you work it out for yourself?
When I first started, I would have that 6 days eating clean and that 7th day a cheat meal.
Okay.
And it started out as a cheat day. But then, as time went on, it became just a cheat meal because you didn't really want to ruin all that good eating by just blowing it on one whole day. Now, I just eat clean, I would have to say 90% of the time. And if I want something, I have it. I never deprive myself. I don't believe in cutting out any food group. And eat when you're hungry. Listen to your body and feed it good food.
Yeah.
That's my mantra.
What are some of your cheat foods?
Oh, you're gonna laugh at this one. Everyone goes, seriously? A cheeseburger Happy Meal from McDonald's?
Oh, yeah.
I know it's horrible. That, pizza, and anything chocolate
Yeah.
are my favorites.
And I think you bring it up very well, though. It's like, don't deprive yourself because eventually you're going to fall and you feel bad about yourself. And I think that's a great point. I mean, I just got off of being sick last week, and I'm not kidding you. I rated the chocolate, and I'm not a chocolatey kind of guy. And this weekend, just having felt blah for 3-4 days, I mean, and I'm like, yeah, I was just like, you know what? It's okay. I'll get on my bike. I'll go work out again. This isn't an all-encompassing I failed. It's like,
Right.
It's part of life. Move on.
A very important point. Just because you slip one day or one meal, don't take that as, to be able to just go and blow it for the rest of the week. Just get back on it the next meal or the next day.
Yeah.
But allow yourself those special treats every once in a while, because you have to live and you have to make it a part of your life forever.
Yeah.
Not just for a week or a month.
Totally agree. Let's get into your workouts and talk to me about the passion you have for working out. I mean, I've seen some of your YouTube videos, and for those of you again who want to check out Laura, LauraLondonFitness.com. She has all the links, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube right there, so you can check them out. Tell me about the passion you have for some of these workouts you do. Where does it come from, and where do you come up with some of these ideas?
Well, I get very bored on the cardio machines. So cardio is not my strong suit. So I like to mix it up when I'm on the floor. And I always love to do something different. So one day I might work out, with machines. One day it might be balls and bands. The next day it could just be cables. I use gliding discs. People never know. They're like, oh my gosh, what's Laura going to be doing today? Plyometric jumps. My newest thing is jump roping. Oh, I'm getting very good with the jump rope. So, and the thing I like about changing up your routine is you're always shocking the body. So your muscles are always having to respond in a different way. And that's how you get your most bang for your buck, is changing it up.
Now, where did you learn this? I mean, do you still have a personal trainer now, or has a lot of your workouts just come from seeing other people, learning stuff online, picking up books, and then just sort of implementing these ideas that you have learned?
Well, over the years now, I've had some great trainers, so I've picked up exercises there. I'm also a nationally certified trainer, so I've gone through a lot of training and picked up exercises during my schooling. I'm a mom who, instead of reading magazines or books in carpool line, watches exercise DVDs. I have a player right there. So I'm always picking up new exercises. I might see an exercise infomercial on TV and say, oh my gosh, I love that exercise. Boom. If you looked right here, I have about 100 books.
Wow.
That I love, and I just keep pulling different exercises from. So it's
nice. Now, obviously you go to the gym. Do you do some of this stuff at home too?
I work out mainly at the gym. The gym is where I get my most energy. I put my earphones, they call my earoids. That's my steroids are my music. and just go to the gym, and that's really where like I said, I get my motivation there, feel my most energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's talk about a gym though, because some people are afraid of them. You mentioned it yourself, going back to the gym. Talk to us a little bit about, building your confidence in the gym. What should somebody do? They're walking into the gym for their first time. They feel frumpy.
Yep.
Walk us through how you got to feel comfortable in the gym setting.
Well, that's really a good question, because it can be very intimidating going into a gym and seeing all these people exercising and you're not feeling, good about yourself, but you want to get in shape. I would suggest, one, always getting a trainer is really great because they'll take that comfort and they'll walk you through the gym and they'll show you how to use equipment so you gain some confidence. I read books. Like I said, I looked at pictures. I kind of saw what other people were doing. You could go on the treadmill and kind of see and watch everyone, ask questions. If you have a friend who exercises, they're always more than happy to give advice. Pick up an Oxygen magazine or any fitness magazine and just start learning little by little. If you only go in and do one or two exercises, you've done it. That's a major accomplishment, getting in there and doing something.
Nice. And now, do you have a training partner at your gym that you meet up with regularly, or is it usually solo?
It's usually solo. For the past year, I had a trainer because for my lower half, because of my back injury, my upper half was more developed than my lower half.
Oh.
So I had a trainer who worked on my legs. But other than that, it's me. I go in solo, and I just, I know what needs to be worked on now, and I just do it.
Nice. Now, obviously, a lot of your videos I've seen, you're using weights.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of women I've talked to them, they're like, oh, I don't want to get bulky. You are not bulky, in my opinion. You're very toned. What is your advice to women who say that to you? I don't want to get bulky. What do you respond to?
Get off the cardio machines. Don't be a cardio queen and lift some weights because it makes such a difference. It revs up your metabolism. It builds muscle, and it's very, very hard for women to really get bulky and put on so much muscle. I have a lot of muscle, but it's taken me a long time, and I lift a lot of heavy weight. So just, lifting those weights, ladies, I'm telling you, can shape and sculpt your body twice as fast as just doing cardio. A combination of the both is perfect.
Cool. I want to talk about your fitness modeling now, because this transformation has happened over the last year and a half, which is stellar. And to be a 44-year-old mom, I mean, it has to just put a smile on your face and those around you to see you go from, what you were to where you are now being a fitness mom. How did that all come about?
Let's see. I think I put myself on a website called Model Mayhem, and it's kind of like a Facebook for models and photographers. Someone suggested I do that, and I got contacted by a photographer, and he said, hey, really like your physique. Let's make some photos. And I did, and I've been working with him, and I got published within 6 months of starting this. I got internationally published in a magazine. I mean, it was more than I could ever ask for. And from there, it's just keeps going. I've shot with some really great photographers. I have a really great fitness friend who's my role model, and she's been guiding me and mentoring me, and she's Jennifer Nicole Lee. She's amazing.
What's her name? What's her name again?
Jennifer Nicole Lee, JNL.
Okay.
She's all over the web and YouTube,
Okay.
and she's really been the one who's encouraged me and pushed me to just keep going.
Okay. So what's in store for this year for you? You got Arnold coming up this week.
Yeah, I've got
What's
Arnold.
after that?
I'm going to be interviewing people actually at the Arnold for another website.
Cool.
After that, I'm going to be making some exercise DVDs, Laura London exercise DVDs. Have a really great project in the works, but I'm not allowed to say right now what it is. And I'm going to be working more on some healthy eating, my healthy recipe CD. I have Exercise Your Right to Eat Healthy. It's got 15 great healthy recipes on there, so I'm going to continue doing that. Okay. And I'm working on a LauraLondonFitness.tv, which is going to be a weekly workout challenge, fitness tips. You can ask me questions. So I've got a lot of projects going on, keeping me busy, and I'm not quite sure what I'm, juggling everything with the kids and the husband, but it's all great. It's all good.
Okay, so here comes the question though. obviously you're juggling everything around. When are you finding the time to work out? Because all of us, here's the big thing. Well, you and I hear it, we all hear it, and we tell it to our spouses and to our friends. I got this, I got this, I got this. I have no time.
Right.
When's your time?
Right. Well, I'm fortunate that after I take my kids to school, I have some time, so that's exactly when I do it. As soon as they're off, I go for that hour. It's an hour or an hour and a half. People are like, oh, what are you at the gym? 3 hours? I'm like, no, I go, I get it in, and I get it done, and I leave,
Okay.
So fitting it in for everyone. I tell them, if you're driving in the car, squeeze things. You can always fit some kind of exercise in. If you're doing dishes, do a couple leg lifts. There's always something that you can put in. Get up early, go late, go on the weekend. I know on the weekend we have a bunch of friends who get together at the local high school,
Okay.
and we run the track and we set up exercise stations. So, maybe involve some friends, do something with your kids, just get it in there.
Got it. Very good. Awesome. This has been a fantastic interview, Laura. And before I let you go, though, what's the one piece of advice you would give somebody who's sitting on the edge? They've been doing some exercises. Maybe they're on and off again. What would you tell them?
I would tell them just go for it. Just step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your box, because once you do, you don't know what's going to happen, and great things can happen, and it's so much more fun just trying than not trying. Don't be afraid, and just go for it.
Awesome. Laura, thank you so much for joining me here this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
And best of luck. Best of luck at the Arnold.
Thank you. I'll leave on Thursday.
Awesome. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Laura. How cool is that? 44 years old and making it happen in her life. So what's stopping you? What's holding you back? You heard Laura's story. She's gone through some ups and downs. She has a busy life. She's making it happen. So I challenge you today to find the passion within you to make health and fitness and wellness a priority in your life. To all of you who've joined me today, I thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day.